Hi, welcome to Cooking with Mary's Village Style and welcome to my kitchen. Once again, we're doing some holiday series cooking. We're doing some Thanksgiving sides. And one of the things that I make all year long, I don't just do it only at Thanksgiving, but some of you requested some Thanksgiving side ideas. So I make this all year long. I change the vegetables that I use. But I have on a tray here my favorites. This combination is a delicious combination, and it's my favorite. And I'll kind of explain why. Here's some really fresh green beans that we're going to use today. We're going to use some carrots, some cauliflower, some broccoli, mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, green zucchini, yellow squash, some sweet potatoes that I peeled and cut in small pieces, and I tried to keep them all the same. And this is some fennel. I just cut it in little pieces. So these are my favorite combinations. They make the best tasting vegetable combination to me. So one of the other things we're going to use is a yellow onion or a white onion, whatever you like. And some leeks, okay? And I want to talk to you about the leeks a little bit. I know my kids don't know anything about this, but the leeks look like this. This is a leek. And they're very dirty. Inside there's a lot of dirt and grit. So I just, cut off the top, trim the bottom. I still want to use some of the leaves because the leaves are edible and very delicious. So I would just cut off part of the leaves and then cut them in circles and submerge them in a bowl of cold water and rinse them until they're really good, until there's no grit left like these. Just cut them in circles, nothing to it. This is a fennel bulb. I don't know if my kids know what it looks like whole because I usually do something with it, so I'm not quite sure if they know what it looks like. I put it in salad. I put it in everything I can get it in. When we were kids, and Frankie knows this, when you'd be eating dinner for the holidays, your mom would put a little plate out with slices of fennel, little pieces like this.
Usually it was after dinner.
After dinner.
To help you settle your stomach, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but it's delicious. I love it. It's got a very light kind of licoricey anise flavor. So I put some of that in mine. And here's the mushrooms. Okay, now they come out of the package. I chose them because I want a certain size. And this one is unwashed, so I just kind of rinse it a little bit. I know you're not supposed to, but then I just get a damp towel and just brush off the peat. What is that? That's like peat moss or something that they grow them in. So I just do that. And this is a Brussels sprout. This is real Brussels sprout off the stalk, but it's not the frozen ones in the package. You can buy those. I know a lot of people buy those, and I would throw that in a soup or something. But I try to find the biggest ones I can, and then I just, you peel it back like you would peel a head of lettuce or something, and then just get the knife and cut off the stem. Okay, so you would just cut this piece off right here, and then I cut them in half. And if you see, a little something that you don't think should be in there, just cut it out because you don't know what that is. So that's basically the vegetables that I use. I wanted my kids to know what a leek looked like and what a fennel looked like and what a Brussels sprout looks like when you see it in the store. I know this is a very easy recipe, and every time I do this, even though I try to keep enough vegetables just for one pan, this thing grows and I end up with 2 pans or 3 pans of stuff. So I'm going to try to keep it under control today. I don't know if I will be able to. So I'm going to put a little bit of broccoli in the bowl, a little bit of cauliflower. I'm going to put some carrots, and I don't know how many carrots. I just, took the thinnest carrots that I could find, and I got them in a little bag because they seem to be smaller when they're in the bag. I'm going to put some mushrooms, and adding the mushrooms to this roasted vegetables is, it makes it very rich, and it just changes the flavor. When from the times that I haven't put it, I think it's better with it. It's a lot tastier. Put some Brussels sprouts into the bowl, some zucchini and the yellow squash, the green beans, I'm just gonna try to fill up the bowl until so I'm just taking a little bit from each of these piles until I end up with a bowl that I like, that I think will fill this pan. And I can see I'm coming to the end here because I'm filling it up. And I don't really want to do too much, but okay. And I think I'm going to throw all the fennel in there. It's little, it can go in there, it's fine. And the green beans is fine. So, you know, I use pretty much all of it. Now you've got a bowl of mixed vegetables. We're going to put some of the leeks in here, maybe not all of them, I don't know. Now let's put them all, I like them all. And the whole onion. Okay, now we have a full bowl. I did it to myself again. I just can't keep it under control. It's always way too much. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some oil on the vegetables, and I can't tell you how much to put. I want each vegetable to be coated. I don't want it to be swimming in it, but I want it to be coated. So, and I'm going to add some salt, and this is a tablespoon, so probably a tablespoon. A little less than a tablespoon. And some fresh ground pepper. And sometimes, you know, before your vegetables are cooked in the oven, we're only going to put this on the cookie sheet now and put it in the oven at 400 until they're roasted. So while you're roasting them, you can go in there and taste one to see if you think you have enough salt. You know, because vegetables kind of absorb it all. And
So some of those vegetables, like the sweet potatoes, are a little bit more dense than the mushrooms. So and the green beans. So, but everything cooks the same.
it will.
Well,
Yeah.
wow.
Well, I didn't cut the potatoes very big.
Yeah.
They're just a little squares.
Okay.
You know, this one's a little bit bigger, but not much. And you know, one of the things that I do with the roasted potatoes is I want them roasted. I don't want them steamed.
Sure.
I don't want it just to be hot. I want it to have a little char on it, so I'm really cooking it. You know, and then I'm doing it at 400, so. Okay, so let's see how many vegetables I really have here. Way too much for this pan, I'm sure.
You want to make it one layer, or you can
Yeah.
stack them?
Yeah. Okay, so that bowl made one pan, two pans. Okay, because I wouldn't put more than this in the pan. Okay. So that would be my one pan of vegetables. And of course, when you take this out of the oven, the vegetables are going to be shrunken. You know, it's not going to be full like this. So this one bowl, and I don't know how big this bowl is, maybe 6-quart bowl, maybe 5-quart. So that amount made a lot of vegetables. So I'm going to put this in the oven and time it.